What are data localization laws and why do they exist? Imagine a world where your personal information is locked inside a country's borders, only accessible to local authorities. That's what data localization laws are all about. They requiring data about a country's citizens or residents to be stored, processed, and collected within that country. These rules often limit or restrict the transfer of data across borders unless certain privacy or security rules are followed. The main idea is to keep data under the control of the country where it was created. This way, the government can enforce its own privacy, security, and data protection laws more effectively. Data sovereignty is the principle behind these laws. It means that data is subject to the laws of the country where the people or companies involved are located. Data localization takes this further by making sure that the initial handling of data, like collection, processing, and storage, happens inside the country before any international transfer. Sometimes, it even requires that data be deleted from foreign systems once it is no longer needed domestically. There are several reasons countries put these laws in place. First, they want to make sure their local data protection laws are followed. Keeping data inside the country makes it easier for governments to monitor and enforce privacy rules. Second, data stored locally is easier for law enforcement to access when needed for investigations or national security purposes. This helps authorities act quickly and efficiently. Third, governments aim to protect their citizens' privacy. By controlling where data is stored and processed, they can reduce the risk of foreign surveillance or misuse of personal information. Fourth, data localization encourages the growth of local data centers and tech companies. This can create jobs and boost the economy. Fifth, these laws can help countries avoid issues caused by international sanctions or political conflicts. If data is stored outside the country, foreign governments might try to control or restrict access to it. Keeping data local can prevent that. Lastly, data localization helps companies meet regional privacy rules, like the European Union's General Data Protection Regulation. This regulation requires strict control over where and how personal data is processed. For artificial intelligence and technology, data localization can create challenges. AI systems often depend on large amounts of data from around the world. When laws restrict cross-border data flows, it can limit how AI developers collect and analyze data. This can slow down innovation and make it harder to build powerful AI tools. Companies need to find ways to store and process data locally to stay compliant. They might use local data centers or separate data by country. Cloud providers often offer options to keep data within specific regions, which helps companies meet these rules. If a company ignores data localization laws, it could face fines, legal actions, or damage to its reputation. So, understanding and following these laws is essential for operating smoothly across borders. In short, data localization laws exist to protect national interests like privacy, security, and economic growth. They also shape how technology companies handle data, especially when working with artificial intelligence and international data flows.